Sean Connery, the original James Bond, became a name that epitomized class, danger, and cinematic cool. While Connery's portrayal of 007 catapulted the franchise to global fame, fans have long wondered why he walked away from the role that made him a household name. Why did he refuse to return even when studios offered him vast sums of money? The truth is far more complicated than a simple contract dispute. It all started in 1962 with Dr. No, which launched Sean Connery into international stardom. With his undeniable charisma and commanding screen presence, Connery didn't just play Bond, he embodied him. His appearances in iconic films like Goldfinger and Thunderball cemented his place as an indelible figure in pop culture. However, as the franchise grew, so did the pressures surrounding him. Connery became increasingly disillusioned with the relentless demands of the role. The grueling filming, schedules, constant media attention, and loss of privacy started to wear him down. Paparazzi were everywhere, invading even his most personal moments, and the constant scrutiny only deepened his frustration. At the same time, Connery's relationship with producer Albert "Cubby" Broccoli began to deteriorate. Connery felt he deserved more creative control and a better salary, considering the franchise's immense financial success. However, Broccoli was reportedly unwilling to meet his demands, leading to further tension. The tipping point came during the making of You Only Live Twice in 1967. Feeling overwhelmed by the pressure, lack of respect, and constant public attention, Connery decided to walk away from the role, seemingly for good. In his absence, George Lazenby took over as Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. While Lazenby's portrayal has since been reconsidered, it wasn't well received at the time, and the producers quickly sought Connery's return. In 1971, they offered him an enormous salary and more creative freedom for Diamonds Are Forever. Which he accepted, but only on the condition that it would be his final Bond film with Eon Productions. After completing the movie, Connery donated most of his salary to charity. More than a decade later, in 1983, Connery made an unexpected return in Never Say Never Again, an unofficial Bond film not produced by Eon. This film allowed Connery to regain some creative control over the character he had originally defined, marking his last appearance as 007. So why did Connery ultimately refuse to return to the role that made him famous? It wasn't simply about money, it was about autonomy, respect, and reclaiming his own identity beyond the shadow of Bond. Connery didn't just play James Bond, he defined the modern iteration of the character, but he also had the wisdom to recognize when the role no longer served him. In doing so, he cemented his status as a true icon. So do you think Connery should have stayed longer, or did he leave at just the right moment? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more in-depth Hollywood stories.